Hello everyone, welcome to Codex Academy. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the control block palette. As in previous session, we have discussed about the event block palette. Now we are going to discuss about the control block palettes and what kind of different command blocks it has and what are the special function they are able to control. So here we go. Control blocks. As the name says, here these control blocks are able to control our script or program. They can manage the flow of our program. They allow the script to repeat the action, to can control the action, and they make the decision as per your requirement. They are able to handle the time by put pauses in your script, and it gives the very interactive and responsive effect in your script. So now one by one we are going to discuss about all control blocks. First we are going to see here it's mentioned wait bracket 1 second. This block is used to make pause in your script. Here is mentioned 1 second. You can change the value as per your demand. You can make it pause. With the help of this block, you can pause your script for number of seconds. The next one is repeat 10 times. Whenever you use this repeat block, the action of your sprite will repeat as the number you have write down over here. So it helps to repeat the action in your script. The next one is forever. When you want to repeat the particular action in your script endlessly, so you can use this block. What kind of the blocks you will put inside this forever block, this particular action will repeat endlessly. Now the next one is if condition then. This is a very important condition block when you want to run any kind of blocks on the basis of particular condition. If that particular condition is true, then only the particular blocks which put inside this if block will be run. Otherwise it will not run. So they are depends on particular condition. Like suppose you are making a game and here you will set when the score is 50, then only you will win the game. And until if the score is not reached 50, you will lose the game. So there is the condition here. When the score reach 50, then the condition will show true and then only it shows you will win. So this is based on the condition. So this block will work on the basis of condition. Now the next one, it's based on if the condition is true, this thing happen, or if the condition is false, then another action will happen. Suppose in the same thing, here you mention if the score reach 50, so it shows you win, else you will lose the game. So here two conditions, one the condition is true and second what will happen if condition is not true. So on the basis of that the particular set of blocks will run. One when condition is true and when the condition is not true. Now we discuss about more condition blocks. So here we go. This block shows wait until condition. It pauses your script until condition is not true. Here suppose you are making a game and you set the target until your sprite is not reached to the red line. Your sprite should not stop. So it means you mention the condition until your sprite is not reached to the red line, it should not stop. So here you set the pause until the condition is not true, this action will not happen. So this kind of things, when you put the condition, you make the pause in your sprite on the basis of that until your condition is not true. So in this particular situation, you can use this block, wait until condition is not true. Now the next one, repeat block also you can use in case of condition. It means you repeat the particular action multiple times until your condition is not true. Suppose you choose one sprite, you want your sprite reach the edges, until then the action should be repeated. So here you mention the condition until your condition is not true, the action by your sprite is continuously repeated. Now the next one is stop. This block is used when you want to stop all the action which is designed in your script, and particular action also which is specified with the particular sprite in your script. You can stop the action as per your demand for the specific sprite or all the actions which is already running in your script. So you can stop all or you can specify the action as well. Now the next one is when I start as a clone. This particular blocks are used when you are going to create the clone of your sprite. Here run when a sprite clone is created. It means you are going to run your program or your particular sprite when its clone is created. In Scratch you have an option, you can create multiple number of clone of particular sprite. Like here you can see this block, create clone of myself and other sprite. If you have a by default sprite, for that is always show myself, means sprite, a single sprite you have chosen, it will show myself. And when you choose more than one sprite, so you will get the option of that particular sprite to create the duplicate of that sprite. So you can make a clone of different sprite which you have chosen, and on the basis of that you can put the condition or command block. When the clone is created, then your sprite will run. So here you can use this control block as well. You want to run your script when the sprite clone is created. Now the last one is delete this clone. When you want to delete the clone of your sprite, you can use this block. It's written in very simple language, delete this clone, means the particular clone when you want to delete, so you can use this block in your script. Now we are going to discuss one by one each control block on the Scratch platform. So here we are. When we open the Scratch, everybody know this screen is visible, and now we are going to select this control block, and you will see the multiple command blocks are open over here, and one by one we can use all these command blocks and we'll see what kind of action will perform. Like suppose here we are using wait 1 second. How we can use this block wait for 1 second? Suppose here I will use first event block and I mention when green flag click, and here look block I will use and say hello for 2 seconds, and again wait for 1 second and say instead of hello I will write bye over here. Now you will see here total 3 seconds need to run this program. One, it will say hello for 2 seconds, then wait for 1 second, then afterwards it say bye. Now we'll see how this program will run. This is for 2 seconds, pause for 1 second, and it say bye. You can increase the value of this second. Suppose I will mention it here 3. Now you will see how this program will run. This is for 2 seconds, now 3 second pause, and after this second you will see it's written bye over here. So this is the way how you can use this wait command block. Now we'll move to the next one. Again we choose this control block. The next one is repeat 10 times. Here same thing, first we'll go to the event one, choose the flag one. Here repeat 10 times, add particular action you want to repeat for the 10 times. You can just go to the motion block, or you can select here turn 15 degree. It means it will repeat this action for 10 times. Now you will see how it will going to run. It run 10 times in 15 degree, and you will see how it get rotated over here. So you can repeat the action as per your demand, so you can do it. You can increase this value and it will run. Suppose I will make it 100, and you will see what will happen over here now. Right? Is it interesting? Yes. Now we are going to move to the another block. Again I'll choose this flag one, and I'll make it stop and refresh it, and now I'll choose the control one. It's mentioned forever. The same action, if you not want to repeat for the particular time and you want to run the script endlessly, you can use this block, and here you can like turn 15 degree, and I'm going to run for forever until you will not stop the script. It will run continuously. Stop it, and now it will again, you're going to click this flag, and so it will start running. Now we are going to discuss about the if block. This if condition block is specially used when your condition is true. Suppose here I'm using this operator block, and here I will mention it this. I'll use this block, and here you can see there is some value you can put, and if this one is greater than 50, suppose I'm creating one variable over here, and in this variable I'll just make it score. Okay, and it's come. Now I'll put the score and put it over here. Now when the score is more than 50, then you can show here, I will say I win. So when we run this program, because here I am not creating any game, this is particular based on when this particular sprite is playing some game, and on the basis of the when the score reach to 50, it say I win. So here this is based on the particular condition. When this condition is true, then only the blocks present under this if block, that blocks will run, otherwise not. Now in the same way, if you use another block like here if and else, here instead of this if block I'll replace it with the if and else. For the if condition I'm using the same, and I'm using the same block say win. Now in the else, because if the score is not reached to the 50, so else what will happen? Else it show here I will mention I lose. So you can use I lost. So you can use such kind of condition. There are two conditions. If the condition is true, else the condition is false. So you can use this condition block on the basis of different requirement of your script. Now we are moved to the next control block. Here the next control block is based on wait until condition is true. Here same thing, like until your condition is not true, so here you can use this block wait until the score is reach more than 50. So you can use this wait block until the condition is not true. Your sprite will play the game. Once the condition is true, use the stop block and you can stop all. It means once the condition is true, till then your sprite will wait, the game will run, and after that everything will stop. In this case also you can use this stop block also, which is also a part of control block. Here is mentioned all. It means when you want to stop all the action, and if you want to stop the action of particular sprite, so you can mention over here. Like here I have chosen only one sprite, so this is mentioned this sprite. Now other sprite, when you choose more than one sprite, so on the basis of that you can use this action of stop for particular sprite as well. Now the next one is repeat until, means the particular action you are going to repeat until your condition is not true. Here you can mention it like repeat any action, like turning, like moving 10 times, rotating 10 times until it not reach to the edges. In that case you can use this kind of block. Especially these blocks are used when you are designing particular story or any game. In that case you can use these blocks. Now we are moving next control block. Here you will see these blocks are mentioned when I start as a clone, means when you are going to use clone of your particular sprite. Here I have chosen one sprite which is by default always present on stage. Now you can able to choose multiple sprite as well. From this Like I suppose I will choose this apple, and now apple is here. When I start as a clone, I am going to create a clone for particular sprite. So I'll just take it and I'll use the event block to take this flag. Now here you can see there is mentioned myself, and I have chosen one more sprite over here. So I just drop down and you can see this is sprite 1 is mentioned. Myself is for this apple and sprite 1 is for the another one. Suppose if you will see these blocks I will use for this sprite, then myself become for the sprite 1 and next one sprite is shown over here. Like here I choose myself, and now I will click on the flag. Now you will see what will happen. Nothing will be shown on screen. Now you just click over here and drag and drop. You can see when I click one time on this green flag, the clone of apple has been created. Now if you want to create multiple clone of the particular sprite, so just you click on this flag multiple times. Now you'll see how many clones of this apple has been created. So multiple clones you can create for particular sprite. Now if you want to delete all this clone, so just choose the delete one and remove this create one and just click on the flag. This particular clone will delete over here. As you created multiple clone of this sprite, now you want to delete all the clone of the sprite. So what you need to do, here you can use this block when I start as a clone and you want to delete all the clones which you have been created. So just select it over here and you can click on the green flag and you will see all the clone you have created, it will delete it. So just go through that and you can see all the clones are deleted now. So these blocks are specially work when you want to create multiple clone of your sprite, or you want to delete it as the demand of your script, and you set your clone means when I start as a clone and this action should be done. Not only for the delete this clone and multiple other action, you can use stop all, any kind of conditions you can put it over here, and on the basis of that you can run your script. So this is all about the control blocks, which is specially designed to control the script and also give smooth and amazing effect in your script. So this is all about the control blocks. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website codexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye.